All right, we're getting a lot of questions on how to do a self-trade within the new system. Um, Unfortunately, this new system does not allow you to do a self-trade, whereas you can do trades with other members. So I'm going to describe how you can work around that to do a self-trade, and it's going to take a little bit of work on the member end and also on the supervisor end. So as with anything, make sure you put your request in Cicada first. Cicada is the official timekeeping application, and then you want to go ahead and submit your time off request in Aladtec. And then it's good to communicate what you've done to your supervisor, whether through email or verbally. So I'm logged in here on the mobile version of Aladtec, and you've got a couple options here. You can look at your upcoming shifts and then submit a date, and then you get your pop-up for trade or time off, or you can access it through My Schedule, and then you can find the date that you want to trade. Now, the same procedures work on the full version as it does in the mobile version. So whether you're on a computer desktop or on your mobile device, either way will work. So let's say I want to take the 13th off and select down here. I get the same pop-up, and I'm not going to request a trade because I wouldn't be able to process the trade because I can't trade with myself. It wouldn't pop up as someone that would receive it. Instead, I'm going to do the time off request. And I'm looking at the 13th 0800 to the 14th 0800 for 24 hours. And I'm going to select comp time taken. And in the notes is where you want to indicate that you're doing a self-trade and also indicate the date that you're working comp earned. Just like you should do in Cicada. Be specific. That way the supervisor understands what your intent is. So I'm just going to place a note in here that I intend on working the 16th for the 13th. So I'm going to submit this time off. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to the desktop version so you can see what it looks like from a supervisor point of view. Okay, when the supervisor logs in, he'll see the pending request over here on the right-hand side. There's 2 comp taken, and here's the one that I just submitted. So if I select that, I'm going to see the request with the notes, the amount of time, the date, and the date they intend to work. So I'm going to go ahead and approve this. And what that does is it removes the employee from the 13th off the schedule on comp taken. We'll take a look at that now in the schedule view. So I'm here on the week of the 12th, the 13th. Here's the comp taken request. If I click on it, I can see the details. Working CE on the 16th. All right, so that's the first half. The second half is adding the employee to the 16th. So I know I got a vacancy here at 91, so I'll go ahead and place the employee at 91. So going to the hourly editor, and I'm going to advance to the 16th. Here I am looking at January 16th, and now I'm going to add the employee working comp earned, the second half of their trade. And you want to indicate here the time type as comp earned for timekeeping purposes, and add. Boom, you're done. Now you can also add a note if you want to be even more descriptive. For example, that way people can understand why is door on CE. So that's pretty much how you do it. If you have any questions, contact your supervisor, system administrator, or you can contact me by selecting my name here in the upper right-hand corner. Thanks.